I want to talk about the Aaron Judge home run thing with Barry Bonds. Okay. So, and it's funny how they're emphasizing now that, Judge has the AL home run record. Like baseball's never had records based on the league. Not really. Right.
He did it clean.
And I feel like what's goofy is, there's no denying that Bonds was on PEDs. But I will say this, they said he did it clean, didn't cheat. People forget, this is a long time ago. When Bonds started taking steroids, they were not a banned substance by Major League Baseball. They were not banned.
Speak on it.
So you want to say he's cheating? Well, cheating means you're breaking the rules. He didn't break a rule. They didn't actually officially make steroids a banned substance in baseball until I think 2003 or something. Wow. It definitely wasn't in 2001.
Right.
So just a little hole in the argument. You're saying he was cheating. It's like, no, he wasn't breaking any rules.
Right.
And, I always consider Bonds to be kind of a victim of the steroids era in a way. I know that sounds funny because he's the poster child for it, but he had already won 3 MVPs when he was young and skinny, and he was the best baseball player on the planet, no doubt. And then you get the Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa home run chase, and they take all the spotlight. It was such a big deal. It became such a thing, and they say that saved baseball, which is true because baseball interest following the 94 lockout had really declined. So that's fine. But then Bonds doesn't win, even though if you look at his actual numbers for the 99 season, when that all happened, was it 98, 99, 98.
Yeah.
Bonds clearly should have won MVP and he didn't.
Right.
And then, it was an open secret. Everyone knew those guys were juicing, like in baseball circles. So if you're the best natural talented player on the planet, and then guys are still in your spotlight and taking an MVP award from you, how pissed off must he have been? It's already been sort of, I read this somewhere. It was basically like, it was like, oh, you want to see something then? Fine. And then he started doing it and then became otherworldly.
Yeah.
So I think history will actually treat Bonds a lot more fairly. And I think we're starting to see that happen a little bit now. Not to mention half the pitchers he was facing were roided up too.
Right.
Canseco came out and said, over half the league is on steroids and whatever. And everyone's like, oh, Canseco, this guy. And then it kind of came out, it was like, all the stuff he's saying is true, So that should also be considered, I don't want to say it was a level playing field, but it was not completely unbalanced.
He still had to hit all those home runs too, man. You know what I mean? Like I get the juice.
He's still the best hitter I've ever seen, and it's not even close.
Nobody
just
wanted
the
to pitch to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How many fewer at bats he got because of walks?
The walks? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I went to a game and saw the man get intentionally walked with the bases loaded.
Right. Right.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also though, very cool what Aaron Judge has done. And then
absolutely.